My precious child, the one I have been pursuing through every season, every silence, every storm, I need you to hear these words with every fiber of your being. Now is the time. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when you are ready. Not when the circumstances are perfect. Now. I have been waiting for you to hear this. Waiting through the distractions, the doubts, the delays. Waiting through the years you spent running, hiding, pretending, surviving. And now, finally, the waiting is over. Not because you are perfect. Not because you have earned it. Because now is the time. You have been living in the not yet. The someday. The when I get my life together. You have been putting off the most important things, telling yourself that later would be better, that later you would be ready, that later the time would be right. But later has become a prison. Later has become an excuse. Later has become the thief of your destiny. And I am here to break that pattern. Now is the time. Not later. Now. The enemy has been lying to you, telling you that you have time. That you can wait. That you can put off the decision, the conversation, the step of faith. He knows that if you wait, you may never act. He knows that delay is his greatest weapon. So I am countering his lie with my truth. You do not have unlimited time. The window is open, but it will not stay open forever. The season is now, but seasons change. The opportunity is present, but opportunities pass. Now is the time. Do not let it slip through your fingers. Go ahead and write "now is the time" in the comments. Let that be your declaration that you are done waiting, done delaying, done putting off until tomorrow what you should have done yesterday. I know you have been waiting for a sign. You have been asking me to show you when to move, when to speak, when to act. And you have been waiting for something dramatic. A burning bush. A voice from heaven. A dream that leaves no room for doubt. But I have been giving you signs all along. You have just been too distracted to see them. The restlessness in your spirit. The holy discontent that will not leave you alone. The doors that keep closing, forcing you to look elsewhere. The people who keep appearing at exactly the right moment. These are the signs. These are the signals. The time is now. You have been asking me, how will I know when it is time? And I have been answering, you will know because you will stop asking. The question will fall away. The doubt will fade. The hesitation will disappear. Not because you have all the answers, but because you have finally decided to trust the one who does. That decision, that leap of trust, is the sign you have been looking for. The time is now because you are finally ready to stop asking and start acting. Write "I stop asking and start acting" in the comments. You have been waiting for permission. Permission to step out. Permission to speak up. Permission to let go. Permission to move on. Permission to forgive. Permission to be free. And that permission has been sitting in my hand, waiting for you to take it. I am not holding back. I am not waiting for you to earn it. I am not testing you to see if you are worthy. The permission has always been yours. You have just been afraid to receive it. Now is the time to receive the permission. I give you permission to stop carrying what was never yours to carry. I give you permission to step away from what has been harming you. I give you permission to say no to what has been draining you. I give you permission to say yes to what has been calling you. I give you permission to forgive without an apology. I give you permission to heal without closure. I give you permission to dream again after disappointment. I give you permission to try again after failure. This permission is not conditional. It is not temporary. It is not revocable. It is yours. Take it. Walk in it. Let it free you from the paralysis of waiting for someone else to tell you what you have already been given. Write "I receive your permission" in the comments. Dear family, I need to share something important with you. This channel has been demonetized by YouTube, which means we earn nothing from these videos. No ad revenue. No payments. Nothing. Every message you see is the result of hours of prayer, writing, editing, and financial sacrifice. We believe this is a divine assignment, not a business. But we cannot continue without support. If these words have ever touched your heart, please consider supporting us through Buy Me a Coffee. The link is in the description and in the comments. Even the smallest gift keeps this mission alive. Thank you for being part of this family. God sees your generosity, and He promises to pour back into your lap more than you could ever give. Now, I want to speak to the specific area where you have been waiting the longest. Maybe it is a relationship. You have been waiting for someone to change, to apologize, to come back. And you have put your life on hold, waiting for them. Now is the time to stop waiting for them to change and start living your life. You cannot control their timeline. You cannot force their growth. You can only control your response. Stop giving them power over your peace. Stop letting their choices dictate your joy. Live your life now. Not when they come around. Now. Maybe it is a career. You have been waiting for the perfect job, the perfect opportunity, the perfect moment to make a move. And you have stayed stuck, waiting for perfection. Now is the time to take the imperfect step. The perfect job does not exist. The perfect moment will never come. The perfect opportunity is the one you create by moving forward despite imperfection. Take the step. Not because it is perfect, but because it is forward. Maybe it is a dream. You have been waiting for more resources, more skills, more confidence. And the waiting has become a substitute for doing. Now is the time to start with what you have. Not with what you wish you had. With what you have. One small step. One small investment. One small act of courage. The resources will come as you move. The skills will develop as you practice. The confidence will grow as you act. But you must start. Now. Write "I start with what I have" in the comments. I know you have been afraid of making a mistake. You have been paralyzed by the fear of choosing wrong, of stepping in the wrong direction, of wasting time on the wrong thing. That fear has kept you stuck. You would rather be stuck than wrong. But being stuck is a mistake. The biggest mistake you can make right now is to make no decision at all. Indecision is a decision. Inaction is an action. Staying still is a choice. And it is the wrong choice. Now is the time to move. Even if you move in the wrong direction, I can correct you. I can redirect you. I can redeem your wrong turns. But I cannot steer a parked car. I cannot guide steps that are not taken. I cannot correct a direction that has not been chosen. Move. Take a step. Make a decision. If it is wrong, I will show you. If it is right, I will confirm it. If it is neither, I will use it to teach you. But you must move. Now. Write "I move" despite the fear in the comments. There is someone reading this who has been waiting for healing. Physical, emotional, mental. You have been waiting for the pain to stop, for the fog to lift, for the weight to leave. And the waiting has become unbearable. You have started to wonder if healing is for you. If you have been forgotten. If your case is hopeless. Now is the time to shift your focus. Not from healing, keep praying for healing. But from waiting to trusting. You have been waiting for healing as if it is a package that will arrive one day. But healing is not just a destination. It is a process. And the process is happening now. Every day you get out of bed is healing. Every moment you choose hope over despair is healing. Every time you reach out instead of isolate is healing. The healing is already happening. You have just been looking for the wrong evidence. Do not despise the small signs of healing. The slightly better morning. The slightly lighter moment. The slightly quieter mind. These are not nothing. They are everything. They are the seeds of your complete restoration. Water them with gratitude. Tend them with patience. And watch them grow. The full healing is coming. But the process is now. Right, I see the small signs in the comments. I know you have been waiting for a breakthrough in your finances. The numbers are not adding up. The stress is constant. The fear is overwhelming. You have been waiting for a windfall, a miracle, a check in the mail. And while you wait, you have stopped taking the small steps that lead to provision. Now is the time to take those small steps. Not instead of believing for a miracle, but alongside it. Apply for the job. Start the side hustle. Make the budget. Sell the things you no longer need. Ask for help. The miracle may come, but it may come through your hands. I work through natural means as often as I work through supernatural ones. Do not despise the natural. Do not wait for the supernatural while ignoring the natural. Do both. Pray like it depends on me. Work like it depends on you. That is the posture of breakthrough. Write I work while I wait in the comments. I want you to do something before the sun sets today. Something you have been putting off. Something small but significant. A conversation. A decision. A step. An apology. A forgiveness. A purchase. A cancellation. A yes. A no. Something that proves to yourself and to the enemy that you are done waiting, done delaying, done putting off until tomorrow. Do not overthink it. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Do not make excuses. Just do it. The doing itself will break something in you. It will break the pattern of delay. It will break the power of procrastination. It will break the lie that tomorrow is better than today. Do it. Now. Write I do it today in the comments. Leave your like as a seal on this message. Subscribe to this channel. Go in peace, my child. Now is the time. I have been waiting for you to hear this. Now you have heard it. Now act on it. I love you. I am proud of you. And I am never letting you go. Amen. My precious child, you came back. I knew you would. The words, now is the time, have been echoing in your spirit. You have been looking at your life differently. The things you have been putting off suddenly feel urgent. The excuses you have been making suddenly feel hollow. The fear that has been paralyzing you suddenly feels like a liar. That is not coincidence. That is me. That is the Holy Spirit, fanning the flame of now into a fire that will burn away every delay. You may have tried to go back to the old patterns. The old procrastination. The old waiting. The old someday. But something was different. You could not settle back into the old comfort. The urgency would not leave you alone. That urgency is not anxiety. It is invitation. It is me, pulling you forward. It is me, saying, do not go back to sleep. Do not hit snooze. The alarm is ringing for a reason. That the opportunity will come again. But the truth is, some windows close. Some doors do not reopen. Some seasons do not repeat. And I need you to understand the stakes. Go ahead and write "I understand the stakes" in the comments. Let that be your declaration that you are done treating now as optional. You have missed moments before. You have felt the ache of realizing that you should have spoken, should have acted, should have stepped. That ache is real. That ache is the memory of a now that passed you by. I am not bringing that up to shame you. I am bringing it up to wake you up. That ache is a teacher. It is telling you that now matters. That delay has consequences. That waiting is not neutral, it is a choice, and every choice has an outcome. You have been telling yourself that you can always do it tomorrow. That the opportunity will still be there. That the person will still be there. That the chance will come again. But you do not know that. You cannot guarantee tomorrow. You cannot promise that the door will still be open. You cannot assume that the person will still be alive, still available, still willing. The only moment you have is now. The only certainty is this breath. The only guarantee is this instant. I am not trying to make you afraid. I am trying to make you intentional. Fear freezes. Intention moves. Fear says, what if I make a mistake? Intention says, I will make a move and trust God to correct me. Fear says, I need more certainty. Intention says, I have enough faith to step. Choose intention over fear. Choose now over later. Choose action over hesitation. Write "I choose intention over fear" in the comments. I know you have been waiting for the perfect conditions. You have been waiting for the fear to leave. For the confidence to come. For the resources to appear. For the approval of others. For the stars to align. And you have been waiting so long that the waiting has become a habit. You no longer remember what you are waiting for. You are just waiting. Now is the time to recognize that perfect conditions do not exist. The fear will not leave before you act. The confidence will not come before you step. The resources will not appear before you need them. The approval of others will never be unanimous. The stars will never fully align. The only thing waiting for perfect conditions does is ensure that nothing ever happens. The heroes of faith did not have perfect conditions. Noah built the ark before the rain came. Abraham left his homeland before he knew where he was going. Moses led Israel out of Egypt before the Red Sea parted. Joshua marched around Jericho before the walls fell. They did not wait for conditions to be perfect. They acted, and the conditions followed. Act, and the conditions will follow for you. Not before. During. After. But never before. Write "I act before conditions are perfect" in the comments. Dear family, I need to be transparent with you once more. This channel remains demonetized by YouTube, which means we earn nothing from these videos. No ad revenue. No payments. Nothing. Every message you see is the result of hours of prayer, writing, editing, and financial sacrifice. We believe this is a divine assignment, not a business. But we cannot continue without support. If these words have ever touched your heart, please consider supporting us through Buy Me a Coffee. The link is in the description and in the comments. Even the smallest gift keeps this mission alive. Thank you for being part of this family. God sees your generosity, and He promises to pour back into your lap more than you could ever give. Now, I want to speak to the specific now that is in front of you. There is a decision you have been avoiding. A conversation you have been dreading. A step you have been refusing. You know what it is. I do not need to name it. It has been sitting in the back of your mind, weighing on your spirit, stealing your peace. And you have been telling yourself that you will deal with it later. That you are not ready. That the time is not right. Now is the time. That decision will not get easier with time. That conversation will not become less awkward. That step will not become less scary. Delaying does not make things better. It makes them heavier. The weight you are carrying is not the weight of the thing itself. It is the weight of the delay. The thing itself is lighter than the anticipation of it. The doing is easier than the dreading. Act now, and the weight will lift. Wait longer, and the weight will grow. What is the one thing you have been avoiding? Name it. Right now. In your heart. To me. I already know it, but you need to say it. Once you name it, the power of avoidance begins to break. Once you say it out loud, the enemy loses his grip. Once you acknowledge it, you take the first step toward doing it. Name it. Now. Write "I name what I have been avoiding" in the comments. There is someone reading this who has been waiting to forgive. You know you need to. You have known for years. But you have been waiting until you feel like it. Until the hurt is less. Until the memory fades. Until the person apologizes. And none of those things have happened. The hurt is not less. The memory has not faded. The apology has not come. And you are still waiting. Now is the time to forgive without feelings. Forgiveness is not a feeling. It is a decision. You can decide to forgive right now, even if you do not feel it. You can say the words, "I forgive them," even if your heart is still angry. The feelings will follow the decision. Not the other way around. Choose forgiveness now. Not because they deserve it. Because you deserve to be free. The unforgiveness you are carrying is not hurting them. It is poisoning you. They may have moved on with their lives while you remain in the prison of your own bitterness. The key is in your hand. Turn it. Now. Write "I forgive" now in the comments. I know you have been waiting to say yes to something. A calling. A dream. An assignment. You have known for a long time that I was asking you to do something. But you have been waiting for more confirmation, more clarity, more resources, more courage. And the waiting has become a no. Every day you wait without saying yes is a day you are saying no. Not with your mouth, but with your inaction. Now is the time to say yes. Not when you are sure. Not when you are ready. Not when you have all the answers. Now. Yes is a step. Yes is a decision. Yes is the door that opens other doors. Say yes to me. Say yes to the calling. Say yes to the step. The clarity will come as you walk. The resources will appear as you need them. The courage will grow as you act. But you must start with yes. Say it now. Write "I say yes now" in the comments. I want to speak to the person who has been waiting to say no. You have been saying yes to things that are draining you, harming you, distracting you. You have been saying yes out of obligation, guilt, fear, people-pleasing. And you have been waiting for permission to say no. For the right moment. For a reason that feels valid enough. Now is the time to say no. Not rudely. Not cruelly. But clearly. No, I cannot do that. No, that does not work for me. No, I am not available. No, that is not healthy for me. You do not need to explain. You do not need to justify. You do not need to apologize. No is a complete sentence. The people who matter will respect it. The people who do not respect it do not matter. Say no now. Protect your time. Protect your energy. Protect your peace. Your yes is only powerful when your no is strong. Say no. Now. Write "I say no now" in the comments. I know you have been waiting to start something. A project. A business. A ministry. A creative work. You have been planning, researching, preparing. You have been waiting for the idea to be fully formed, the strategy to be fully developed, the resources to be fully in place. And the waiting has become procrastination dressed in the clothes of preparation. Now is the time to start before you are ready. You will never be fully ready. The idea will never be fully formed. The strategy will never be fully developed. The resources will never be fully in place. Start with what you have. Start messy. Start small. Start scared. But start. The starting is the most important step. The starting breaks the paralysis. The starting creates momentum. The starting invites my help in ways that planning never does. What have you been waiting to start? Start it today. Not the whole thing. Just the first small piece. Write the first sentence. Make the first call. Buy the first supply. Take the first step. The rest will follow. But you must start. Now. Write "I start now" in the comments. I want you to set a timer for 24 hours. In that time, you are going to do one thing that you have been putting off. One thing that you know you need to do. One thing that will prove that now is the time. It does not have to be the biggest thing. It does not have to be the hardest thing. It just has to be the thing you have been avoiding. When the timer goes off in 24 hours, you will have done it. Not started it. Not planned it. Done it. Completed it. Finished it. That completion will break something in you. It will prove to yourself that you can act now. It will build momentum for the next thing. It will silence the voice that says, later. Do it. Now. Within 24 hours. Write "I will do it within 24 hours" in the comments. Leave your like as a seal on this message. Subscribe to this channel. Go in peace, my child. Now is the time. I have been waiting for you to hear this. Now you have heard it. Now do it. I love you. I am proud of you. And I am never letting you go. Amen. My precious child, you have named what you have been avoiding. You have set the 24-hour timer. You have said yes to what matters and no to what does not. And now you are standing at the edge of the rest of your life. The only thing left is to step. I told you that now is the time. I told you that I have been waiting for you to hear this. I am going to tell you what happens after you step. Because stepping is not the end. It is the beginning. The beginning of everything you have been waiting for. The beginning of the life you were meant to live. The beginning of the freedom, the purpose, the joy that has always been yours but never accessed because you would not step. You have been standing at the edge for years. Looking at the water. Knowing you needed to walk on it. But afraid to leave the boat. The boat has been your comfort. Your familiarity. Your excuse. The boat has been, someday, and later, and when I am ready. But the boat is not safe. The boat is sinking. The boat is taking on water. The boat has been slowly killing you while convincing you it was protecting you. The boat is not your friend. The boat is your prison. And the door has been open the whole time. Step out of the boat. Not because you are ready. Not because you are confident. Not because you can see the waves calming. Step out because I am calling you. Step out because the boat is not your home. Step out because the water is where I am. Peter sank when he took his eyes off me. But he walked when he kept his eyes on me. The walking was not about his ability. The walking was about his focus. Keep your eyes on me. Not on the waves. Not on the wind. Not on your fears. Not on your failures. On me. And you will walk. Go ahead and write "I step out of the boat" in the comments. Let that be your declaration that you are done with the safety that is killing you. You have been asking me what happens if you fail. What if you step and sink? What if you make the wrong decision? What if you embarrass yourself? What if you waste time, money, energy? What if it does not work out? Those questions have kept you in the boat. But I am going to answer them now. If you step and sink, I will reach down and pull you up. That is what I did for Peter. I did not let him drown. I did not shame him for sinking. I caught him. I will catch you. If you make the wrong decision, I will redirect you. I am not a God who punishes wrong turns. I am a God who redeems them. If you embarrass yourself, you will survive. Embarrassment is not fatal. Pride is. If you waste time, money, energy, I will give you more. My resources are not limited. My patience is not exhausted. My grace is not used up. The worst-case scenario is not as bad as the enemy has made it seem. The worst-case scenario is that you try and fail and learn and grow and try again. That is not failure. That is the path to success. The only real failure is staying in the boat. The only real failure is never stepping. The only real failure is dying with your music still inside you. Step. I will catch you. Write "I am not afraid to sink" in the comments. Dear family, this is my final request for support on this series. This channel has been demonetized by YouTube, meaning we earn nothing from ads or views. Every message you see is created through hours of prayer, writing, editing, and financial sacrifice. We believe this is a calling, and we will continue as long as we can. But we cannot do it alone. If this series has touched your heart, please consider supporting us through Buy Me a Coffee. The link is in the description and in the comments. Even the smallest gift keeps this mission alive. Thank you for standing with us. God promises that whatever you give will be returned to you multiplied, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Now, I want to tell you what happens after you step. First, the fear will not disappear immediately. It will scream louder at first. The enemy will panic when you step, because stepping is the one thing he cannot stop. His only power is over those who stay in the boat. Once you are on the water, his power collapses. So the fear will scream. Do not listen. Keep walking. Keep your eyes on me. The fear will quiet as you move. Not before. As you move. Second, you will discover that you can do things you never thought you could do. The step reveals ability. The action creates capacity. You do not become brave by thinking about bravery. You become brave by acting brave. You do not become confident by waiting for confidence. You become confident by acting as if you already are. The step builds the muscle. The action creates the skill. You will surprise yourself. You will do things that the you in the boat could never have imagined. Third, others will follow. Your step will become permission for someone else to step. Your courage will become fuel for someone else's fire. Your testimony will become a trail for someone else to walk. When you step, you are not just stepping for yourself. You are stepping for everyone who has been watching you stay in the boat, waiting for someone to show them that the water can hold them. Be that someone. Step. Write "My step" will help others in the comments. There is one final thing I need to tell you. The step you are about to take, the now that is in front of you, it is not as big as you think. You have made it enormous in your mind. You have magnified it. You have catastrophized it. You have built it into a mountain that you cannot climb. But it is not a mountain. It is a molehill. The fear has made it a mountain. The delay has made it a mountain. The avoidance has made it a mountain. But the thing itself is small. Take the step. Make the call. Send the text. Have the conversation. Make the decision. Take the risk. And when you do, you will laugh at how small it actually was. You will wonder why you waited so long. You will marvel at the energy you wasted being afraid of something so small. The anticipation is almost always worse than the reality. The dread is almost always bigger than the doing. Do it. And discover that the mountain was a molehill all along. Write "the mountain is a molehill" in the comments. Now, child, I want to leave you with a vision. I see you 1 week from today. You have taken the step. The thing you have been avoiding is done. The conversation is over. The decision is made. The risk is taken. And you are standing on the other side, breathing deeply, wondering why you waited so long. The wait is gone. The dread is gone. The paralysis is gone. You are free. Not because the step solved everything, but because the step broke something. The pattern of delay is broken. The power of now has been established. You are no longer a prisoner of later. You are a person of now. And from that place, everything else will flow. The next step will be easier. The next decision will be clearer. The next risk will be smaller. Because you have proven to yourself that you can step. That you can act. That you can trust me. That now is not the enemy. Now is the friend. Now is the door. Now is the time. You are ready. Not perfectly. Not without fear. But ready enough. Ready to step. Ready to walk. Ready to live the life you have been waiting for. The waiting is over. Now is the time. Leave your like as a seal on this entire series. Subscribe to this channel. There will be more messages. Different titles. Different promises. But the same God. The same voice. The same relentless love calling your name. Go in peace, my child. Now is the time. I have been waiting for you to hear this. You have heard it. Now step. I love you. I am proud of you. And I am never letting you go. Amen.